Hi yogis, Joan Hyman here. So I want to talk about the nervous system and the effects stress has on it. So before I begin, it's important to also note that stress is not bad, and a certain amount of stress can be really healthy because it motivates us, it helps us get things done, it moves us forward. When we're exercising and even practicing yoga, we're eliciting some amount of stress, but then we also take the cool down, and in yoga we do shavasana as a way to remedy the stress and move into a more resting, healing place. So before I go deeper into this talk, I often ask people, what is your stress level from a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the highest? And then add 2 points onto that number, because we get used to our stress. And a lot of times we don't even realize we're carrying stress around because it gets chronic. So it's important to recognize the effects of stress on our systems, and it's also important to know how to remedy it. So to keep the talk simple, I'm going to talk about the two systems, which are the fight or flight and the rest or response, and how to recognize both of these systems. So the fight or flight is designed to get us out of danger. It takes 1 second to kick in, and when it's kicking in, you'll start to feel your heartbeat increase, your breathing will increase, your mouth gets dry, and what's happening is all the blood is being shunned to the muscles to actually get you to run or fight. So, this feeling can give you this feeling of alertness. You feel strong, you feel courageous. Think about when you drink a huge cup of coffee, and it does help us to get things done, and it helps us to motivate. But the issue is a lot of us stay in this state way too long, and then this is when chronic stress starts to build up. And the signs of chronic stress are weight gain, and that has a lot to do with the cortisol, and the weight gain usually happens in the belly, around the abdomen, and even up into the torso. Lack of sleep, insomnia, lack of memory, that's what I was going to say, and also issues in your reproductive system, issues with your hormones. You'll feel irritable because your system is out of balance. Your muscles will feel tight. A lot of times a lot of injuries or anything leading up to disease is a sign that the nervous system has been out of balance and there's not enough replenishment. So the replenishing state is called the rest and response state, and this is when we elicit what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Now, this takes at least 20 minutes to kick in, and depending on how much stress you're holding, it might take longer. And so this state gets elicited when we stop and when we slow down. So during the workday, it's okay to be in the fight or flight, but pick a time when you're done work and maybe go watch the sunset, begin to relax. In yoga, we have pranayama, meditation, restoratives. I do a lot of acupuncture to balance out the stress from travel. And so just being still. And so when we start to relax and let our bodies get still, blood moves into the organs. So something called homeostasis happens where there's a deep replenishment inside your body. All of the organs are starting to work together again. So you'll feel a lot of moisture build in your mouth, and your digestive system, because it's starting to work again, you'll actually feel a little bit hungry, which is a good sign. Reproductively, things will start to balance out. Hormonally, things will start to even out. You'll get better sleep, and you'll become a more present person. Also, because you're not carrying all that tension around with you, your body will relax, so it actually helps the body to open up, moving into these quieter practices. I also find I gain a lot of inspiration, my head is more clear, and overall I'm a much nicer, much more compassionate person when I move myself into a place where I feel calmer and I'm not working from that place that's stressed out. So understanding how to move yourself into this place of rest and response, and actually designing it into your day so it becomes part of your routine. And if you start now, this will definitely lead to overall longevity. Remember, disease starts when we don't even recognize it. And a lot of disease starts from stress. So if we can begin to recognize our stress and deal with our stress at hand and in the present moment, this will lead to a lot more vitality and a lot more health and well-being as we get older. So I hope this helps, and I'm always curious to see what you have to say. Please share with me how you remedy stress and what you think of this video. Please share if you feel inspired to. Thank you.